All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Trying the right side. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. He'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Slot receiver headed left. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This return starts at the 5. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They go play action on 1st. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Give now to the running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, sack. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Sack. Go.
Daniels coming back after that pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Sack. Check go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Go. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Giants football. First and 10 from the 41.
Sack. 19. 5 years.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Setting up a throw. Complete to Hyatt. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on first down. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Connects with Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. On the handoff, Allen. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They get 6 and a first down as well. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go.
Allen. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Working quickly here. It's Allen again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Commanders 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running back sent in motion. Daniels on first down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Giants will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Right back to Allen. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown, New York. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants continue piling onto this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up.
18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Take go.
Play action on 1st down. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants continue dominating in our opening half. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. go, set.
They motion a receiver left. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. Second down.
Set.
They kick the running back in motion.
Set up.
Second and 13. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go.
This is Allen on the give. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
I know. Sometimes we take kickers for granted, but I'll tell you what, you can't hit that any better. Never even flirted with an upright. That was right down the middle.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Complete beyond the marker. blocker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Motioning left is their running back. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here goes Allen. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They'll run now with Allen. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go! 19 Lions.
From the 36. He's going to try to drop it in deep. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
To throw, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Running this one left. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Now Daniels off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Here we go.
They're going for this. They connect for the first. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the
Again, Daniels to the air. Rolling left, buying some time. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hauled in left side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they pick him off again. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Here we go, sack.
Trying again following the sack. It is caught left side.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Getting out to his left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Getting right back to it after that interception. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go. Go.
Daniels now. Complete here to Bowers. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Okay, ready?
A gain of 2 brings up second.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
Let's go now. Get up.
Here's the handoff. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And the Giants' hands team secures the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready.
Looking to the air here. Gets everything he has under this throw.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, sack.
Running is Allen. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Sack.
They run with Allen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
On the carry, it's Allen. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They're going play action. Escapes the pocket. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that's a New York touchdown. maybe, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants tack on 7 more to their lead.
Commanders 11. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Take go.
Daniels back to throw. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Set up.
Now Daniels to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On second and 10 now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. From the red zone now. He's on the move. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1.
They give it to him up the middle. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And this is taken in the end zone but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Giants very close to an 11th win this season. From the 33 on 2nd down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Giants keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Commanders 18. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
Throwing now, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. Keeps himself upright. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Trying it right side with Allen. Makes his move towards the sideline. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go!
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
First down.
Go!
On the handoff, Allen. And they bring him down around the 34. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Giants throw some more onto this blowout. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as with that, we sign off from D.C.